Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing well. As I've been grading the Beliefs and Practices reflective paper, I've noticed a few common errors with the APA style. So I thought I'd make this video to guide you through this process. So right here I have my Word document pulled up. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we have Times New Roman as our font, 12-point font, and the color is black. So if you go to Document Elements, you can click Header, and you can just do the basic one that says All Pages, so select that. Now on your, let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so when we're working in this and we click the header and footer on the tab up here, we want to click Different First Page. So this is giving us a different first page. So on this, the font is going to be set to whatever that predetermined font is. So typically you have to go back in and change this to Times New Roman. Okay, so for our running head, on the first page it needs to say running head. So we have a capital R, and then we have running head. Okay, so the next part of the text is going to be capitalized. And for this, I just want you to use the project assignment name, which is Personal Beliefs and Practices Reflective Paper. Okay, so when we click back onto the tab that says Header and Footer, what we want to do is also add a page number. So I'm going to click on page number, and you can see it puts it right at the end of the text. I want to tab that over so it's over in the right hand corner. Now I'm going to highlight right here what's all in caps. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to start working on my paper. So you can just go about midway down, and we're going to work in the center. So the first thing that we have is our paper name. So I need to make sure that this is not capital. Personal Beliefs and Practices Reflective Paper. I also want to make sure I'm double spaced. Then you're going to put your name and your institution. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to my second page. Okay, so here we have our second page, and I want you to go ahead and click on the header area. So what we need is right here, I'm going to paste what I copied. Okay, so we've got our title. You can tell from the first page what we've subtracted from that second page is running head. So the first page should say running head, the second page should not. And we also want to make sure that our page number is included. And you can see once again it put it right next to the text, and I'm going to tab it so that it is completely over in the corner. Okay. Should be it for our header. So we're going to close that. Okay, so for this first page where we begin, we want to go ahead and put our title, and this should be in the top center, and it should also be bold. So I'm going to go ahead and click bold. All right, and once again, our paper is Personal Beliefs and Practices Reflective Paper. Okay, so I'm going to press enter, and then I'm going to come back over here to the align text left, and this is where I'm going to start with my different sections. Okay, so for section 1, I'm going to put section 1, and this is still in bold, and then I'm going to put the title, and I believe the title was something like Home, School, and Family. I'm not sure if that's the exact wording that I had on that first one. Let me look real quick. Okay, so it was Home, School, and Community Influences. Okay, So then I'll come down and I will get rid of the bold, and then I will type my paper. So then I have, you know, all of my typing right here, and, you know, da 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 da. So then when you get ready to do your second section, you will do a new title right here. So we'll go back to bold. We'll put section 2, da 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 da, and then you'll follow that same process. So on the end of your paper, you need to have a reference page. So I'm just going to scroll down and pretend that my, oops, sorry guys. So I'm going to scroll down and pretend that this is the end of my paper. So in the center, we need, this is not bolded, it's going to say references. Okay. Let me double check my manual to make sure this is correct. Okay, so we have references, and right here we're going to input our reference for our book. So make sure you have the book. This will be helpful for you. You will put in your reference right here. Please make sure that your reference is double spaced, and on the second line, so for instance, if this is my reference page, and I get to that second line, I want to take my cursor and put it in front of the words on that second line, and then I'm dragging the bottom of this cursor right here, this little thing that looks like an hourglass, if I can get a hold of it. Sorry. Ah. Okay, well, there we go. And I'm going to drag it right there to the half mark between 0 and 1. Okay, so that indents the second line. So once again, this is your reference. If you need help with references, I suggest you going to Purdue OWL, which I have this website pulled up right here. You want to scroll down and go to APA because that is the formatting styling we're using. If you go here to the side, you can see down here that we have the overview and workshop, and then formatting and style guide. I would select the formatting and style guide. Down here, you can see the reference list for a book. Okay. And right here, it gives you explicitly how you should write that reference. So this is in regards to our book right here. So you're going to put the author, the year of the publication, the title. Make sure the title is italicized. Also, you can see that the first letter is italicized in capital, and the remainder is not. So we're using lowercase. Then we have the location and the publisher. So if you need help with that reference, please let me know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I just did. Sorry guys, I'm having some computer problems. So I'm going to take what we just did and I am going to upload it as a PDF so you can view it. So for your grading purposes on your papers, I'm not going to count off for APA this time. However, on the very last submission for the final paper is when I will take off for APA. So please practice this. When you turn in the next paper, I can give you feedback on what needs to be changed. And I hope this video was helpful for you guys.